Welcome to Happy Hour. We're live at Lapeer Days 2025. He's Adam Harrahuck. I'm Sean Campbell on the Voice of the Thumb, WMIC 660 95.3 FM.
And people walking by, the food smells amazing. The bands are going. Oh, this is my summer. This is my time right here.
For as much as it feels like it's like the real end of summer, even though I refuse to acknowledge that we still have summer for another month or whatever. It is my favorite weekend of the whole year.
Oh yeah, it is for me too. We've already went to the carnival, the Skirbeck Carnival.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Oh, it was great. Joey had a decent time, but the coup de grace, the guy that deserves a raise is the guy who is running like the little tractors. It's tiny little kids. They don't know what to do, but this guy is making it fun for them. He's hyping them up and says, "I need to see your driver's license," which of course is the bracelet around their arm and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah. Usually when you talk about a carny, when you say the word carny, what goes in your mind? It's like some guy who's like, maybe has an addiction, maybe he's hungover, knows how to work duct tape really well, but
I wasn't going to go all quite that far. You don't need to slander the carnies now.
We'll put carnies in the apology list, but usually when we say carny, but this carny, he definitely deserves a raise. It was a highlight for Joey and for all of us, but it was a great time. Hot, definitely hot. But it was a lot of fun.
Well, you always expect it's going to be a little bit on the hot side. Lapeer Days weekend usually is. That's just kind of how that goes.
Yeah, I'll take that over last year. Last year we had to move things inside the Lyric Mall because it started downpouring.
That's right. We literally ended up broadcasting sessions from in the hallway of the Lyric Mall. You were feeling it. You were getting all into it and stuff.
Oh,
you were having a good time, but it was definitely a little bit more wet than you'd like.
Oh, absolutely. It was a little moist. It certainly was. But it was, the show must go on. We're professionals.
Are we now?
I'm looking at the definition. Yes, we are professionals.
I mean, I guess in the idea that we get paid for this somehow.
Sure, yeah. We do it and people, listen to us allegedly.
So I'm told.
I say allegedly. Actually, that's not true. We met a few listeners over at the Blues Festival over in Sanilac County, Port Sanilac.
The lovely town of Port Sanilac.
Port Sanilac Blues Fest. That was a lot of fun. So it was cool mingling with people. We are downtown Lapeer. If you're walking around at any point, stop by and say hi.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love you to come over and harass us or let us harass you, whichever.
Absolutely.
Whatever floats your boat, really.
We take on all hecklers.
We live for it. It's the thing we look forward to most of all, really, all year when we do this.
Bring up our weight. We're fine with this.
We don't care. We only make all the jokes about us being well-fed gentlemen.
Yes.
You can't offend us. It's impossible to do. Many have tried. All have failed.
Have you heard about the punishment coming down for the U of M?
Oh yeah, you're gonna goad me into talking about this right off the bat today,
right off the jump. Might as well get it out of the way.
You're gonna be that guy, huh?
I'm gonna be that guy.
Yeah, the basically no punishment that they got.
Well, $20 million is nothing to laugh at, but they get to keep their title. Sherrod is out for another game.
Sharon Moore is now spent for 3 games, and not 3 games in a row, mind you.
No,
the first 3 of the 2026 season.
No, I think it's 2 this year and then 1.
2 this year, 1 next year. Yeah, They're not even 3 games in a row. It's like 2. See, this is why I hate the NCAA, truly and completely and utterly.
This is the reason.
I mean, there are many reasons at which I hate this organization, but
this one is leading the pack right now.
You literally
came out number 1.
You came out and said, "Oh yeah, these guys did so many things wrong." There's literally a culture of not even not complying with things, but straight up actively refusing to comply with things, stonewalling investigations, literally disposing of evidence.
Yep.
And also, we're not going to really punish anybody for anything. Like, we acknowledge he did a lot of wrong, but we gotta protect the big brand. That's what it's all about. The NCAA, can, the commissioner of the NCAA can just go take a flying leap, as far as I'm concerned. Go play in traffic, because clearly you've now made it clear that there's the whole rules for thee, not for me thing. I mean, Akron got suspended. Their whole football program got their postseason eligibility taken away for 2 years because some kids had weren't going to class or whatever. Ohio State literally got postseason.
Yep, they got the
things vacated and taken away from them over tattoos.
They had things.
Michigan literally was cheating and stealing signs and actively destroying evidence, throwing phones into lakes. What's the punishment there? Oh, just we're going to suspend you for a game against a cupcake. It's fine.
$20 million, though. I mean, that's nothing.
$20 million is nothing for University of Michigan. You kidding me? That program makes that in like a day. Some rich booster with more dollars than cents immediately paid that fine, I guarantee it.
Probably. But they get to keep
Jim Harbaugh got a show cause for 10 years. Well, great. He's not ever coming back to college football anyway. Way to go. There's the teeth I really expected from the NCAA. Yeah, good job.
But the most important thing is U of M gets to keep their natty, so...
It's like, what was the point of it? Like, I'd almost as soon at the NCAA just tell me that Michigan really did, that they didn't do, we couldn't find any evidence of wrongdoing, instead of telling us, yep, they did a bunch of stuff wrong and we're not going to do anything about it. This is like actually actively worse. I'm not surprised by it, but this is absolutely worse.
Yeah, it's, as a Wolverine fan, a Walmart Wolverine fan.
You don't care because they got their natty to
get
taken
what
away.
I'm about to say is, I think it's wrong. I mean, the whole sign stealing thing, and this goes to Major League Baseball too. Come up with better signs, I guess. But I mean, if you're being called on the carpet and you start destroying the evidence, throwing phones and everything that's wrong.
Exactly.
If you're not wrong, don't act like you're wrong.
Right. Do I honestly care that they stole the signs? No, not really. It's the old if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying thing. I'm not mad about that at all, quite frankly.
No.
It's the covering it up, the literally destroying evidence.
Yeah.
Like, these are the things I'm rather upset about. The fact that they did all this, covered up the crimes, and even when they were caught, just wouldn't admit, like, look, you say, yeah, we did it. Here you go. We screwed up. Here's, self-impose your suspensions and things back then, and whatever. This all, quite frankly, goes away at that point. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
but instead, you double down.
Yep.
You wave the middle finger in the face of everybody, like we didn't do anything wrong at all. Like,
well, that's the whole Captain Khaki Pants in a nutshell. How many times has he got busted for taking the kids to Rome or doing different things? And he's like,
oh, but cheeseburger.
Right.
That wasn't really a violation at all.
Right.
You had to hear that from the U of M slappies for the last 3 years.
It wasn't a violation, Sean.
It was literally a level 1 recruiting violation. This is the thing that gets me. Like, and they'll still turn around and play up their stupid leaders and best. Like we have the moral high ground over Ohio State. You're every bit as bad as Ohio State is. The difference is they at least admit it.
Right.
I can at least respect that. Yeah, we're a bunch of jerks. We're fine with that. We don't care because we win titles. But to still act like we're Michigan, so we're better than you. Crap. Get out of here and shove it where the sun don't shine, man. I ain't here for any of it.
Yeah. Well, they're not winning a natty this year. I mean, unless they do something that really proves me wrong, they're not winning a natty this year.
No, certainly not.
No. So I mean, we'll see what happens. It's probably going to be another Ohio State division or league anyway. So Big Ten.
Well, Oregon now, because I mean, now they're part of the Big Ten, and they're like the actual dominant school.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Ducks. They're in here, aren't they?
Yeah, we got to deal with that
Big
now.
Big Ten is now like 15, 16 teams or something like that. Let's keep calling it the Big Ten, though. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
sure, why not?
There hasn't been 10 teams in the Big Ten in my life, dude.
No.
I don't think literally at any point has that actually been factually accurate.
Yeah, it's all about the name, I guess. I can't say, well, now we're the Big 21. Yeah.
I don't know why they don't. I mean, at this point, and honestly, can I play conspiracy theorist a little bit? Can I take after our late night guy
Brought
here
you
on
by
WI?
Reynolds Tinfoil.
Go on like our guy late at night here on this station, John B. Wells, and
Sure, yeah.
Down the rabbit hole and all that.
We wish him to well.
So,
yeah,
I'll tell you why it is Michigan didn't get the full-on punishment that they probably should have. Because
death sentence.
There's been talk that the Big Ten and the SEC are talking about going off and splintering off and forming their own basically their own championship, their own like thing.
What?
Kind of like the talk about that Super League in like European soccer, where like the teams were gonna all like join this one like Super League of all like the super teams and stuff.
The Super Friends.
Basically, there was talk about the Big Ten and SEC splitting off and doing that. On their own, which would basically leave a bunch of Clemson and a bunch of teams that nobody cares about left in the actual NCAA.
Clemson, like, where'd you guys all go?
I mean, the good news for Clemson is they'd be the national champs every year if the SEC and Big Ten went off and did their own thing.
Yeah, but
so they'd have that going for them.
We can't afford all these banners.
But they've been talking about breaking away from the NCAA for a while now.
I hope they don't do that.
And
I mean, as much as we complain about the NCAA, I hope that doesn't happen.
And I feel like if the ban hammer were to really get thrown down on Michigan, that would only accelerate that because, as we've established, the Big Ten are a bunch of spineless cowards, too, that will capitulate to whatever Michigan wants to do.
Yep.
They're going to back Michigan 110%, even though there's 14 other schools that are rather not happy with them.
Yeah.
So what they're trying to do then is they want to take away the ability, they want to, if they're going to be, have the hammer put down on them, well, fine, we'll just leave and do our own thing, and then the NCAA won't be relevant anymore anyway. Because who's going to want to watch, Cincinnati and like Central Michigan or whatever playing for a title? Nobody cares. None of the teams that really matter would even be involved other than like Notre Dame. Like, that's about all you'd have. Clemson, Notre Dame, be them playing for a title every year. So I feel like that's why, like, you can't, if you're Akron, you don't have that because no one cares if Akron leaves the NCAA.
Right.
No one cares if the MAC were to decide that they want to splinter off from the NCAA. No one would miss you. Like, great, don't let the door hit you in the backside of the way out.
Yeah, right.
Whatever, fine, have fun. But if the Big Ten leaves, that's a capital P problem.
Oh yeah, NCAA would.
And they're already halfway
flames.
trying to do. They're already 1 foot out the door as it is. So.
I hope they don't. I mean, even for their own standpoint,
I don't think they will.
They're going to threaten it.
Well, yeah, they're going to use that as leverage for as long as they can to continue extracting the concessions they want. Remember, they're trying to get themselves more, and the SEC more auto bids in the playoff in college football, and I think there was talk of expanding the college basketball tourney, which
to
I
what?
have no, like seriously, like 128, just doubling up on it.
A sweet 200.
There was serious talk about that, and I hope it doesn't happen because I feel like it would just
water it down.
It would kill the magic of March Madness. Like, it's the reason we do is because we love the Cinderellas. But like when you get beyond that initial 64, and I personally don't recognize the play-in teams at all. I know it's like we're up to 68 technically, but
nobody really cares until 16.
Yeah, you can still fill out brackets and gamble online about it up until Thursday at noon when the real start of the tournament is. So we don't count those four.
Exactly.
No one's asking for another week of that.
Exactly.
Like, it's perfect the way it is. Don't change it. But because, the whole thing's dictated, it's dictated by the networks and broadcast revenue.
Sure.
Of course, they're going to screw it up and give us too much of a good thing because it's all about the money.
Well,
but that being said, there was talk about that. Like, well, give us more bids in the I feel like it should only be like your conference championship winner gets the auto bid. Yep. Nobody else should. If you wanted an auto bid, you should have won your conference. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. But that was part of the push, and that was one of the things they were threatening. Well, we'll just go off and do our own thing, and then we'll have all the teams that we want in there because it won't be anybody but our teams, which I think would be short-sighted on their part. I really hope they don't opt to do that, but I fear truly that they might.
I don't know. That's a lot to digest right there. But yeah, I mean, it's NCAA, whether it's basketball or football, they got some problems. They got to figure this out.
They really do.
They will. They'll get it all figured out. Everybody's going to play nice eventually.
Maybe, quite possibly. I don't know if I necessarily buy that.
I mean, NCAA has more to lose than Michigan, but Michigan still has some to lose and starting a whole new conference or new association or whatever No, you don't want a new league. You don't want to do that.
I assume you'd have to get rid of your cupcake schedule at that point.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't be able to play. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to start off the season every year against like Western Michigan and Little Sisters of the Poor.
Yeah.
Like you'd actually have to play real games against actual teams and Vanderbilt.
And I would be cool with that. I would be cool with that. Start off. Week 2, week 3. A lot of times they throw in like a Notre Dame just to make things interesting. But yeah, most of the time it's just Bob's Haircut College.
Right. You have week 1. Michigan's playing Grindon's College of Cosmetology.
Yeah.
Like
Johnson School of Arithmetic, or what's the word? What's the profession of accounting? Accounting. I almost got that one.
Yes, the fighting accountants.
Yeah, can I rewind? Can I try that again? Anyway. Michigan will be playing Johnson School of Accounting. There, I got it. Okay, we can
Probably should apologize to the Johnson School of Accounting, eh?
Here's the Johnson slot rulers.
I love it. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the banhammer didn't really come down the way that it realistically should have.
Yeah,
but, like I said, that's unfortunately the NCAA. It's rules for thee and rules for me and not for thee, and that's why this whole sport, quite frankly, is becoming more and more. I hate to say unwatchable by the day. Like it's
you're gonna watch it.
I still probably will, because what else am I gonna do on my Saturdays in the fall? But like. Right. They're taking the fun and the magic out of it, really, in a lot of ways.
Because you're getting older and you're seeing how the sausage is made. This is probably stuff that's been going on for years.
You're probably right, but let me live in my delusion, would you?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people I'm talking about. We're broadcasting from Lapeer Days, and I talked to people who was like, I remember Lapeer Days being so much bigger. I was like, well, you were younger and you're more naive, and it was a new world to you,
Right, that's traditionally how that works. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't either. And like I said, it disappoints me. It really does. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I hate that that's what it's become. But unfortunately, such is the reality that we're living in. I guess.
C'est la vie. Yeah.
It's all dictated by the almighty dollar, by the money, and really by
it always has been, but we've always thought, like, as we were younger, no, it's about college, it's about school, it's about community.
I never thought it was about college or community,
because you weren't going to either.
Because I went to community college.
Oh, that's right, you got yourself a degree.
Yeah, I got myself fancy Mott degrees.
There you go.
Yeah, because we really it's what I could afford. Okay. But yeah, could I have gone to Central? I got a full ride to Central, not the state I got accepted to, but like that cost money to go there, and that wasn't the thing that I had.
I don't think you understand what a full ride means, because a full ride means they pay you.
So I had a full ride to Central, but I would have had to pay for housing, and they required you to stay on campus the first year or two.
Oh, okay,
and the housing was damn near as much as the actual scholarship.
Oh yeah. You're
like my college, my tuition
room
would have been covered, but my room and board would not.
Or a 10-foot by 10-foot cell.
Essentially, yeah.
I've been to some dorm rooms. They're prison cells, folks. Don't fool yourself.
You're not wrong at all about that. No.
If your walls are cinder blocks, you're not living anywhere. You're just co-inhabiting.
You're not living. You're existing. Really, is what you're doing.
Oh, I love the cinder block walls.
It's almost like going to Lapeer East, really.
Don't forget about the brick. We had brick.
You did have brick. You certainly didn't have any windows, or certainly not a view of the outside world.
We had windows, but we had air conditioning. Thank you.
You did have the. I'll give you that. You guys had AC on us. That's fine. At least we could see the outside, and that's.
And just dream of like, oh, look at all that grass. I can't wait to cut it in a landscaping business. Sorry to Lapeer West.
Hey, all I'm saying is we agree with the weed that you guys bought. So
yes, and you did a mighty fine job. Thank you.
You can't
tip the hat.
Thank you. I didn't personally, but I'll accept on behalf of Lapeer West. Thank you very much. We are live at Lapeer Days 2025 here, broadcasting outside the Lyric Mall in lovely downtown Lapeer. Having us a blast. We've got. We'll have some guests coming up over on WTGV in the 7 o'clock hour as we do a full hour of Michigan-made music on Sessions. Mr. Cash O'Reilly going to be our guest for that.
The 5 and Dime Poets.
The 5 and Dime Poets. Cannot wait for that. Going to be such a good time. You're going to want to be there for that. We got to hit a break, though. Stick around. Erica Frisbee standing by at the top of the hour with your local news coming up here on WMIC and W237 EQFM.
Save big money on your kitchen project at Menards. We carry everything you need to turn your kitchen dreams into reality. Renovate your space with new cabinets from Cardell. They're ready to install and come in a variety of styles and finishes. Visit our kitchen showrooms in-store or go to Menards.com for free estimates today. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer for all of our hot deals going on now.
Save big money at Menards.
It is Happy Hour live at Lapeer Days 2025 here on the Voice of the Thumb, WMIC 660 95.3 FM.
Third Degree Burns on the West Stage right now here at Lapeer Days. Doing some great tribute to Ozzy. Second Ozzy tune tonight.
Well deserved if ever, I wouldn't be mad if they did an entire set Ozzy stuff,
Absolutely.
man.
How would you describe Third Degree Burns? It's kind of like a rock school kind of thing?
Basically, the school of rock sort of thing. Very exactly that.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's
they
been going on for about 20 years. Like, it's been going on since I was in high school, dude.
Oh, absolutely. They get kids enroll into it. They get put into like different song situations. I can't see the stage from here, but there's probably about 16 people playing right now.
There usually is.
I saw like 4 bass players.
No, seriously, there was probably that many. Like, they don't all play on every song necessarily, but
No.
there are easily that many kids in the program at any given time.
The last time I saw them, they were playing a bike night a couple years ago. Venom of Virtue was at my guest in studio, so we all went down there and we checked it out. They were using pyrotechnics. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, they've come a long way over the years as far as the production of the show. I mean, they've always sounded top-notch, but, man, the other stuff around it has really come a long way for sure.
Yeah, and it's so smart to book a band like Third Degree Burns because they get like 20 members. Every member has like a mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, and everything else comes in. So you're packing the place wherever you're playing.
Right, it's really a guaranteed way to pack out a crowd wherever they are. I see Gary Burns over floating around across the street over a vinyl bar.
Oh yeah. He's not checking out his own band. It's like, I can't deal with this. No, they're doing some great stuff. But, the killer thing is you probably got like a 10-year-old drummer or something like that who wasn't even, obviously not alive when this stuff, but it's probably not stuff they sit and listen to,
No, absolutely not. This is stuff that's popular like when their parents were kids, basically.
Right. They probably want to play some Machine Gun Kelly or,
Yeah, on that level, it's definitely every bit as much for the parents, quite honestly.
It is. But it teaches them music. It teaches how to play together, and it gives them an outlet. I would love to get my stepkids involved. I'm definitely going to get Joey involved in music. That's for not a drummer. I can't afford that.
We'll go get him a drum set. That's fine. You have the loudest drum set I can possibly find.
You would, and I swear to God.
I absolutely would. And a lot of good talent has come through that program.
It truly has.
Obviously, my wife was a Third Degree Burns member when she was in high school. But
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But you're familiar with Jemmy Hazeman and the Honey Riders,
of course.
That entire band, all of them, like Jeff Yateman and his whole crew in that band, all went through the Third Degree Burns program when they were in high school.
Also graduates of that, or were they?
I think weren't they DB Live? I could be wrong about that.
DB Live, yeah. Yes,
you are correct. Because Deb Barber runs the thing, it's very similar to that, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, the whole Honey Riders band, they all were in Third Degree Burns, and that's where all those guys met.
Nice.
And just the caliber, Caleb Nettles, who also kind of an auxiliary Honey Rider in his own right.
Yeah, absolutely.
His whole band, I believe, all his Nowadays guys are all.
Go
ahead. Yeah, they are all part of. They were in Third Degree when they were in high school too.
Yep. So they churn out some great people.
Yeah, people who have really gone on to stick with it and really, I'm claiming these before anyone else tries to take them. No, the water bottles aren't the giveaway today. We do have stuff to give away, though.
Yeah. She had me. She's like, are these free? It's like, what do I say? No, get away from my water bottle.
No, you can't have my water bottle. Screw you. Yeah, I guess we got to be a little bit civil out here, more so than we probably would be otherwise. But, that's kind of the fun of the game, really.
Yeah, exactly.
We do have stuff to give away, though. Tell them.
Oh, yeah, we got a pair of tickets to the Genesee County Fair on that Saturday the 23rd, a week from tomorrow. The Bullet Boys I've never seen Bullet Boys. I love that second album they put out there. They're going to be out there.
You know you're not eligible to win the tickets, right,
I'm not
Adam?
eligible because I'm giving it away. I'm going to have to pay if I want to go. Sybil and the Beast will be opening for them, so it's being brought to you by Penny Candy Productions. We have a pair of tickets to give away tonight during sessions. If you come up and say, I love Michigan-made music, I'm going to hook you up with a pair for free to go see Bullet Boys with special guest Sybil and the Beast.
That should be a good time. I mean, I feel like we still need to make it a little more difficult for them. Really, just go and make them do a round of What the Hell Does Adam Know or something like that. But
Or we can lightning round. Doesn't go. We're doing the fist bump, handshake. We can't figure out what we're doing. We can do a rapid fire of guess the top selling Michigan-made artists or something like that. I mean, we can make.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I like that idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Because maybe not on today's broadcast, but at some point I'm going to rake you over the coals because the RIAA. Do you remember who the RIAA is? Recording Industry Association of America.
Oh yeah, the people that try and just extort every dime out of us that they can for playing music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those wonderful people.
They listed the top making artists in the last 50 years or something like that. And the list is fantastic. We'll have to go over that.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be.
But yeah, if you want tickets
to
see Bullet Boys and Sybil and the Beast Saturday at the Genesee County Fair, we can hook you up. I want to just give it to you, but Sean wants to rake you over the coals. Sean wants you to earn it, and I'm fine with that too.
Because I do want you to earn it. You know why? Because content. Show content.
Oh, we're so running low on content. We just had like 6 things. We're ADHD theater right now. We're talking about everything right now.
We do kind of have a way of doing that, don't we?
We certainly do. We are downtown Lapeer Days in front of 404 West Nipissing Street. It was supposed to be 410, but we got moved down. This year. But that's fine. A bigger awning.
Right, that is rather nice. Like, we're certainly protected from the elements far more so than we are in a lot of years. Which, I mean, it doesn't really matter so much today because right now there's not hardly a cloud in the sky down here, but in years past, last year, remember, we had to drag everything inside.
Yeah. So, did I tell you I'm going to go see the Tigers here a week from Sunday?
Yeah, you've been rubbing that in my face for the last 5 days, Adam. Thanks.
And
Appreciate it, bud.
I can't wait to see I can't wait to see Carpenter up on the mound. He is doing quite well.
Well, you're not going to see Kerry Carpenter on the mound because he's not a pitcher.
The pitcher, batter. Shut up. The batting box. Shush. What is his home run total up to? Is it 28, 27, 28, something like that?
It's definitely up there. I believe he's definitely leading the team.
He's not by much, but he's definitely up there. So I'm going to ask you, Sean.
He's got 21. No, Riley Green has the most at 28.
Riley Green. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, my God. Strike everything else. Yeah, Riley Green.
I mean, Kerry Bonds is still hitting this world. Like, he's hitting a solid 270 right now with 21 home runs. You're not going to complain about that.
No, that's what I'm thinking. It was Green. Why was I bringing in Carpenter in this? Apologies to Carpenter.
Because Kerry Bonds, man.
Yeah. So, Riley Green has how many home runs? It was like
28.
28, okay. If you look into your crystal ball, which I know you have hidden somewhere,
how did you know?
Is it within the realm of possibilities for him to have 35 home runs by the end of this season?
Possible? It's an absolute certainty.
Certainty. You're
he's
going to
hit
money on it.
I would. You're telling me you don't think he can hit 7 more home runs in 2 months or whatever?
I hope so. I want him to hit all the home runs.
Quite frankly, I just want him to stop leading the league in strikeouts. That's really what I want.
Yeah.
We don't have to swing at everything, dude. It's okay. It's fine. Really, we can do that.
I can't believe why I put my apologies to Carpenter. I just put him on the. He's like, I'm doing what now?
He's not even second most on the team because Torque's got 26 of them too.
Yeah. So Riley Green just doing a lot of great things for the Tigers, and he's got to have to be able to turn it up to make sure that we can hit the postseason and do it right, not just a wild card, but actually get legitimately in.
So here's my
okay. So let me finish the second part of my question. What do you think Green will hit home run wise by the end of this season?
I don't think he's hitting 40. 35 seems definitely within the realm of possibility, doable for sure.
37, 38?
Yeah.
Like that? I hope so.
Like you really need some help, though, on the offensive side of things. And, there happens to be a guy right now who is on an absolute tear down in AAA. Or a AA, sorry. Who is hitting at a historical level, actually.
Yeah.
In fact, he's hitting so well, I believe the OPS he's currently got in the minor leagues has only been exceeded by 4 major league players ever, if I remember correctly.
Really? Do tell.
A guy who is, and those 4 are some pretty solid names. Guys like Kyle Schwarber. God, who was it? Who was the other guy? Kyle Tucker, I think. Schwarber was one of them. Tucker. God, I'm going to draw a blank on all these now. But it's very...
You're going to kick yourself later.
In rare company. But Kevin McGonagle is currently tearing the cover off the ball down in the minors.
Good. Keep it going. Bring them up. But that's not going to help us this season. And this is a win-now kind of situation. I don't care. It is.
But could it not? Are we really sure that it...
Oh, yeah, they can.
They can.
September call-ups.
Now, here's the thing about that. You can call them up. You can... I don't believe if you were to call him up when the roster's expanded September, then I don't think you could have him on the postseason roster. But I believe if you call him up on like August 31st, you can have him on your postseason roster depending on how well he does.
Okay.
And it wouldn't like start the clock on things like necessarily I don't think the service time and I don't think it would start for as far as service time necessarily, and you'd still be eligible to be Rookie of the Year next year and all that good stuff. So right now, in AA, he is batting .297, an OPS of .977, OPS between the 3 leagues of 1.035.
Gotcha.
And right now, you can't tell me that he wouldn't be better than what you're currently trotting out at short.
I think that would be quite an improvement.
Javi Baez has kind of plummeted back down to earth, and it's not been fun to watch.
Yeah.
And Trey Sweeney is not a major league player at this point in time. I thought he had a chance. Like right after the trade that landed him here, he looked good for a while, but he's just not. He's not there right now. He just isn't. And ultimately, I feel like you've got to. I feel like you have to call McGonagle up right now and see what he can do. Like if he ends up not holding it together, then so what? That puts him with a lot of other guys that get called up and eventually end up coming fighting their way back up through AAA to the majors and having fine careers.
Sure.
I don't think you're going to kill his confidence if you call him up now and give him a couple at-bats to prove what he can do at the major league level. If it doesn't work, then okay, fine. You leave him off the postseason roster once you get through the regular season.
But give him a little taste of the majors.
But you give him a little taste now, and if he is able to help you in September, I feel like you have to give him that opportunity. And then at that point, if it works out, you have him on the postseason roster, because I don't believe in this, that this offense is getting you to a World Series as it currently is constructed. You can't have Baez and Sweeney at short and expect that you're going to win a title.
Such a negative Nancy.
Because the teams that were already contenders, other than the Tigers, all made moves at the deadline. They all got better. Yeah. They weren't like, oh, you know what? We're fine. We're good enough. We're happy with what we have. You didn't see the Yankees not making moves at the deadline. No. You didn't see the Dodgers not making moves at the You didn't see the Padres moved half their roster. Yeah. They added everybody at the deadline.
Yeah, but the thing is, trade deadline, I mean, the Tigers, they're in a win-now situation, but they don't have a whole lot of depth to where they can trade somebody to get some. I mean, they can't make a move like the Yankees or Dodgers because they just don't have the commodities.
Yes, they do. Even if you take Max Clark, Kevin McGonagle, and Bryce Renier off the table, you still have, multiple top 100 prospects.
It probably didn't sound good to all the other teams, the other dance partners that were in the trade deadline.
I saw what some of those other guys went for. You have guys that absolutely could have been comparable to any of those. You look at it right now, you have 6 prospects in the top 100. I mean, I don't know if I count Job as a prospect at this point, considering he now has a permanent spot in the major leagues once he gets back to Tommy John.
He's in the big league now.
But even beyond McGonagle and Clark, who are like your big names, and with Bryce Rainier, look, you don't necessarily need both of those guys. Like, they both play the same position. Even if ultimately you move one of them off, Rainier could potentially be expendable in a trade for. But now, that being said, I have said I wouldn't make a move of that caliber, give up one of those top three for a pitcher. I want someone who is an everyday impact bat in the lineup, and I'd be willing to move a Bryce Rainier for that. But you still have, 2 or 3 other guys like Dayron Lorenzo, Josue Briseño. Like, you still have other guys who are in that top 100, and even Jace Young, like, a lot of people still seem to think that he could hit his potential as he hasn't shown it yet at this level. It means he's not ready. Like, guys take some time to develop. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, right.
But you could make those moves. You see what the prospects were, these guys, like the moves that the Yankees made to acquire, like, Bednar from the Pirates. We could have matched that.
Yeah.
Like, comparable, like, for the level of those guys in their farm system, and our guys are, quite frankly, better, because our farm system here is a little bit better than the Yankees is, quite honestly.
True,
you could have made those moves and landed those guys. It just, I worry about the idea of falling too much in love with your prospects, man. Like,
We love prospects.
We've seen that with the Red Wings. We've seen that come up a lot. Like, some teams overvalue their guys too much. But remember when we thought Jacob Turner was going to be like the next ace of this rotation back in the day? Like, we can't trade him. And then finally you did. And how much of a bust did he end up being for Miami? Like, he never ended up being anything. We thought Andy Oliver, okay, he's going to be your the number 2 guy in the rotation. He ended up flaming out miserably with the Pirates. Like, you can move on from guys sometimes. Like, you don't need to hold tight to every prospect. Like,
It's just that fear of missing out. You feel like, oh, we're going to trade away somebody, and then they turn out to be good. You don't want that. You don't want to have to face a guy you traded.
I understand not wanting to do that. I do. But, sometimes you have to give up things of value to get things of value, and your competitive window is open now.
Yep.
Scott Harris might not have been ready for it to be open right now, but it is open now.
Yeah.
Like, there's no getting around that.
Yeah.
You've officially started that. And I do wonder if that's why he's hesitant to bring up a McGonagle or a Clark, because, well, no, that officially puts us on the clock. That means I have to do something. And I worry about that a little bit, that we're too afraid to, like, actually be like, our goal is a World Series. Like, the fact that I don't hear a championship, like, we're in it to win a Stanley Cup. Like, I don't care about being a sustainable franchise, because sustainable, you know what you get when you get sustainable? You get the Pittsburgh Steelers. You get a team that hasn't had a losing season in 20 years, but also hasn't won a Super Bowl in 20 years.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that's what you get when you start talking about sustainability.
So you're
I don't want
fine-
that.
You're fine with it being a flash in the pan kind of season?
Win a title, be terrible for the next 10 years, go for another title. That's what I want. I don't care if we suck for a decade as long as we win a title.
All right.
I am that guy. I make no apologies for it. Like, that's what
fair.
I want.
That's fair.
If it meant that I get to go to a parade down Woodward Avenue,
Yeah.
everything else was worth it.
Kind of like in 1984. That was a lot of...
Shut up. I hate you more than you possibly can fathom.
I didn't go to the parade in 1984. No, I was in 3rd grade or something. Like, oh, they won? Good for them.
I'd say you were old enough to go to the parade.
It wasn't. No.
There's no way that would have ever been allowed to happen. Oh, we are up against it. And before this man gets me riled up further, we should probably have a break. Currently,
how's McKinstry doing these days?
Shut up. Go play in traffic, would you? Let's hit a break here. Currently, you're sitting at 82 degrees under mostly sunny skies in lovely downtown Lapeer. Meteorologist John McMurray has the details of your weekend forecast coming up on the Voice of the Thumb, WMIC 660 and 95.3 FM. It is happy hour on the Voice of the Thumb, WMIC 660, 95.3 FM. Out in front of the Lyric Mall in lovely downtown Lapeer, home to both MT Vintage and Plastic Planet, probably the coolest toy store in downtown Lapeer up front. Somewhere, I don't know if he sold them. He had the action figures from the Sabotage music video. And I feel like I need those in my life. Quite frankly, I think I need them on display in my office at the station or something, because, like, those are just too cool to not have. I did happen to see when I went in there, though, he does have the a couple of the like Hot Wheels style cars of the Bluesmobile from the Blues Brothers. I feel like Skinner might need to own these, and I might just have to pick one of them up while he's open this afternoon. I don't know if Adam. I don't know if you saw those at Plastic Planet. He has the Bluesmobile. I feel like we might need to get this for Skinner.
Oh, and it has like the megaphone on top of it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That looks amazing. Doesn't he have the Elwood and Jake action figures? Because I'm pretty sure I thought I
He
saw
might
them up
have.
there.
I know he had a couple like different SNL action figures. I'm trying to remember which ones. I think he had the Nat X one.
Well, this one I don't think was an SNL. I think those were
Just straight up Blues Brothers?
Yeah, I'll go ask Tim about that.
I want to know if he still has the Sabotage action figures. Because we just came back with a break with them. Like, I wonder if he still has those. Love
He
that
has some
show.
great stuff. I've spent so much money just getting autographed action figures. I mean, because they got like the vintage stuff I grew up with, but then they got like the cool stuff that like just comes out right now or just collectibles. He
Yeah.
goes out to these Comic-Cons. Okay, so those are, like you've seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes, I have.
Do you remember Cameron, the guy?
Yeah.
He's wearing a what jersey?
Wings jersey.
Yes.
Gordie Howe?
Gordie Howe, exactly. He has a Gordie Howe retirement banner signed by Alan. I can't remember his
Alan Ruck?
Not, that's the guy from. Alan Ruck. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking Tudyk, the guy who's from. Anyway,
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I can't remember what.
But yeah, he's got it signed by that guy.
Really?
Yes, right there in studio.
No, I was right. It is Alan Ruck.
Yeah.
We sure are.
A lot of people are like, "Are you live?" Yeah, that's why we're talking on these microphones. Well, that's how this works.
I did. Oh man, I would have been had the presence of mind to empty out the prize closet.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could have probably just bought some stuff from Plastic Plant to give away. Here, want a copy of the want your own Bluesmobile? Here you
There
go.
you go. No, Skinner would want that.
He had a couple of them. It looked like, so we could give one away and
Quite
let
possibly,
him have
yeah.
one.
Exactly. But yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff. He has someone signed puck from Darren McCarty signed over there because he signed that for him when he was in studio with us.
Oh, that's right. I've got a signed copy of the Grinder album.
yes.
I want to say "Gotta Keep Moving."
Oh, that's great record. That's a fantastic album.
Like I like that the better of the two. Like both are absolute bangers. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh yeah.
that one I think is my favorite of the two.
Did you see the defenseman that the Wings picked up today?
Yeah, isn't he like 1,000,000 years old, give or take?
35, yes. He's not going to be solving any kind of major issues, but he fills a gap that means Justin Hall won't be showing up.
Yeah,
I
but
guess.
we're still stuck paying for him.
1 year, $1 million. Travis Harmonica, whatever, something like that. So got him last time, I think.
I forgot he was still in the league, to be perfectly honest
So
with
did
you.
he. He's like, why are they calling me? But he's played with Vancouver. He's
Like,
played with
he's been taking lessons, or maybe Scott Harris has been taking lessons from the Steve Eisman School, and by extension, the Ken Holland School. Here, let's just pay for, veteran, prospects who were, guys who are probably going to retire. You know, the Alex Cobb story.
Yeah, well, it's
paid him, $15 million. He hasn't thrown a single pitch this year.
It's a
he was going to retire.
stopgap. It's a stopgap until the kids are out there because everybody's like, well, you just need to play the kids now. It's like you realize you're going to take these young kids out of the AHL and throw them to the Wolves in the NHL. Losing can become habit forming. You put them in a situation where they're going to lose each and every night. You're gonna.
That's fine. Then you know what you do? You sign real players that can play at the NHL level now.
Well, a lot of them aren't coming to Detroit. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but anyway.
Well, they have these things called trades that you can make, where you can trade these prospects that aren't going to show up here until 2030, and you trade those for people who can actually currently play at the NHL level.
Like,
Novel concept, I know.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, you were playing in Vegas? Not anymore. You're in Detroit.
Well, what are they going to do about it? They can't not. This isn't the NFL. You can't just, or the NBA really. You can't decide, I'm not playing. I'm not going to show up. That's not how this works. Because they make a fraction of what those guys do. They can't afford to take that kind of financial hit.
Last year for Ottawa, Travis Harmonica played 59 games, scored 1 goal, 6 assists, minus 16. But we got to remember it was for I mean, well, I take that back. Ottawa wasn't exactly
Ottawa made
hot
the
garbage,
playoffs.
Yeah. So yeah,
They lost to Toronto, unfortunately, but
yeah,
they did make the playoffs, so we
They
can't
did-
even
they
hold
did-
that.
Yeah, exactly. And we saw the Wings lose to Ottawa that season. Oh no, we didn't. That was a different season. I'm getting all my times mixed up.
So, for what it's worth,
Yeah.
looking at the list here, Mr. Harmonic lost or had the lowest plus minus on the entire roster by a long shot. Like it's not even like the next guy up is Jake Sanderson, who I forgot was in the league, and a bunch of guys you've never heard of. And then, like Harmonic led that team in minus last season.
You think Steve Eiserman's going to do a press conference for this one?
I'm guessing not.
Wait a second. We'd like to talk to you about the Travis Harmonic. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. No further questions.
Can we talk about Jake Wallman? No.
We're not here to talk about the past.
Well, why are you sucking in the future?
I made that signing last week, and that's it, which is in the past.
Yeah, it just happened a couple
The
hours ago.
required
That's the past. Oh, poor Stevie. Come on, Stevie. Pull it together.
I'm not convinced.
Prove these naysayers wrong. Come on. Justify my love.
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong, Eiserman.
Prove me wrong, Eiserman.
Justify my love, Stevie Y.
I say you're like the last remaining Steve bot on these airwaves. That's for sure.
All I'm going to say is there's a lot of room on this bandwagon. I can put my feet up.
I'm sure there is.
Morgan from
MT Vintage, yeah.
MT Vintage just running past our booth, holding a stuffed animal and coming back without a stuffed animal. Apparently, she's just finding random kids to run up to.
Well, that's awfully nice of her.
Yeah, why not?
Because we in the Lyric Mall we care about the community or something. At least
Right.
that's what I tell people anyway.
Okay.
That's what I tell myself, and eventually I'll even believe it and everything.
Yeah. You don't care about the community unless they got an open tab.
I mean, all I'm saying is it wouldn't hurt the community to buy me a drink once in a while. That's it. I don't feel like I'm asking a lot. I don't feel like that's over. I'm overstepping my bounds here.
Do we have time to talk about Kellogg's cereal? Kellogg's signed a deal in 2027. They're going to get rid of all the fake coloring, the artificial coloring in their cereal.
That's a random place to take things, but okay. Sure, you have the floor, dude.
Kellogg cereal has decided, with a pushback from the U.S. government, they're going to go ahead and get rid of all the artificial coloring. And it's a law-binding contract that they've signed that they're going to get rid of all the artificial coloring. We're talking your red 5s, your yellow 10s, your Blink 182s, all of them. They're all gone. So now
Some
we're
41s even.
Some 41. So now all of a sudden we're going to see like Apple Jacks or something like that come in just like gray.
Everything just gonna be really gray and beige from here on out.
Yeah, everybody's just be like, what is going on?
Is this
here?
what you people wanted?
I was gonna say I know Lucky Charms is General Mills, but just go with me on this one. Could you imagine like Lucky, the Lucky Charms mascot, just come on the green, brown moons, brown stars, gray horseshoes.
It's worse attempt at an Irish accent I think I've ever heard. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, sorry kids. It's like, sorry kids. I guess tricks are not for kids anymore. I mean, it looks like gravel. Enjoy, everybody. I'm out of here. I'm Tricks the Rabbit. I'm gonna go hang myself.
Wow, that got dark really quick. I'm actually quite impressed.
I mean, the bright colored cereal. That's what sold it. When you bought cereal, it was the bright colors in there. But now all of a sudden, Kellogg's is just telling you that you can't have the bright cereal colors because reasons, I guess, because the guy with the brain worms can't do it.
I guess so. Like I don't even know what timeline we're living in at this point.
I have no idea. I'm just looking up. I opened up my news feed like I'm looking at a scary movie. I'm just kind of peeking through and seeing what's going on.
Yeah, you're looking at your phone like in between your fingers. I get it, man.
Exactly.
Let's hit a quick break. We'll come back and close things off next. It's Happy Hour live at Lapeer Days on the Voice of the Thumb, WMIC 660 and 95.3 FM. It is Happy Hour. We are live at Lapeer Days 2025 here on the Voice of the Thumb, WMIC 660 95.3 FM. Real quick, I did want to do a rundown of the stuff going on at Lapeer Days this year, because there's a lot of good music going on. Of course, you can probably hear in the background Third Degree Burns doing their thing. They're playing until about 7:45, it looks like.
Yep.
Our guests of honor tonight on Sessions, the Five and Dime Poets, featuring our good friend Cash O'Reilly, will be taking the stage at 8:15.
They're giving us a sneak peek of the new album.
I can't wait to hear
I
it.
didn't even know they had it ready to go, but here they come bearing gifts. This is awesome.
You gotta love that. Those guys come correct. You gotta love it, and we in turn, come bearing things that they are very fond of as well. So we'll take care of that in between shows here. So when we're done here, flip over to WTGV 97.7, the Thumb's Greatest Hits. After the 7 o'clock news, we will have Sessions with our good friends, the Five and Dime Poets. But as far as the music, so they're playing at 8:15 on the West Stage, followed by Interstate 90s, which does a good mix of like 90s alternative, the stuff that you and I grew up on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On the main stage, you got a Bob Seger tribute act, Kathmandu,
and a Bon Jovi tribute apparently as well, closing out the night,
and a Bad Company tribute act, which they do Bad Company and free.
Right. Well, I feel like you have to. I mean, if you're going to do the Paul Rodgers thing, you got to go all in or don't do it at all, right?
Paul Rodgers is one of the most underrated rock vocalists of all time. I said what I said, and I meant it.
I mean, I didn't think he was a good fit for Queen, to be quite honest with you, but I mean, he's got that powerful, raspy voice, but can hit some notes.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, he can. I love that guy.
And then tomorrow, there's a bunch of good live music going on all over the place. Revulsa playing at 6:30 on the main stage. Are you familiar? You're the Michigan music expert. Have you played their stuff on Sessions?
Talking to Trees. They have a single called Talking to Trees that I've been spinning. It is great.
Well, they're playing on the main stage tomorrow night before Jedi Mind Trip at 8:30 and Hinder headlining Lapeer Days this year.
Yeah.
That will be coming up at 10:30 that night.
Lion Within will be on the West Stage. They've been in studio with us.
Another band you're very familiar with.
Oh,
yes.
very much. I believe they're 9:30 on the West Stage, something like that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing them again.
Yeah, they're a fantastic band. If you have a chance to see them live, which you do this weekend,
oh yeah,
you absolutely should. Moxie, you're going to be playing on the West Stage at 5:15.
Yes.
Raven Ray at 6:45. Apparently Forte playing at 8 o'clock.
Oh, no kidding. They're still around. Good for them.
Yeah, I didn't
awesome.
I didn't realize they were too, because for a while they went down because I think Angela was battling cancer. It's like,
oh my gosh! Well, that's a good reason to kind of take some time off.
Yeah, no, so
Jeez.
No, it's been great to see them getting back at it, because that's a band that's too talented to not be getting out there and playing.
Absolutely.
You really loved it. You just love to see it, honestly.
Yep.
And so, no shortage of good live music down here at Lapeer Days this year. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be hanging out, actually, most of the day tomorrow, and I guess you're coming out Sunday, but Sunday is traditionally the day I skip at Lapeer Days, because it's mostly, religious bands, church services, and rain.
We just go there for Bayou Billy on Sunday.
I might have to show up just for that, admittedly. I don't think I could turn that down, as we're graced by radio royalty passed by old Johnny Burke.
Johnny Burke!
But yeah, just having a blast out here this evening, and it's really the weather. You couldn't have asked for better weather.
No, this is not hot anymore. The sun's going down. This is going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah, can't ask for really much better than that. As we get set to, we're running kind of up against it here already.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem like it's already been, an hour and a half of this nonsense, but we're already about to the time where we probably should attempt to make amends.
I cleanse the soul.
In our weekly attempt to cleanse our souls, Happy Hour would like to apologize to Vanderbilt, the Johnson School of Accounting, Kerry Carpenter, and Travis Harmonica. We're sorry. As sorry as we get, anyway.
Sure.
These things are going to happen. On that note, don't go anywhere. Actually, flip on over to 97.7 WTGV, where we'll be talking with the Five and Dime Poets coming up in the next hour. In the meantime, Jesse Kelly is up next after ABC News covers the world at 7 o'clock here on WMIC AM and W2 370 QFM Sandusky. All being well, talk to you Monday.